The Secretary Committee for Human Rights in Germany has demanded the government of Iran to release all political prisoners as soon as possible. Erika Ashtayanbach specifically mentioned Ahmad Zaidabadi, a journalist and a critic of the Iranian regime who was arrested 5 years ago. Arash Honarshojaei, who has nearly served the first 4 years of his sentence and is beginning to start serving his second sentence of 15 months imprisonment in the Evin prison, has gone on a hunger strike in order to protest against the collateral of 1 billion tomans which was issued by the court. During the past week, an Iranian blogger held in the Central Penitentiary of Karaj by the name of Mohammad Reza Pourshajari, who is in his 7th month of strike treatment, has been reported to be in a very critical physical condition. Following the complaints made by imprisoned dervishes in the year 2012 against Judge Salavati, after several months of investigation prolongation, on Tuesday the 22nd of July 2014, the court officials dismissed the complaint and confirmed Judge Salavati to be innocent. So far, 2 complaints have been submitted against Judge Salavati by these imprisoned lawyers, with the first complaint which led to the acquittal of Judge Salavati and the second complaint which has not yet been concluded.
Maulana Abdul Hamid Esmail Zahi, a Sunni Friday prayer leader in the city of Zahedan, who was travelling to Turkey in order to participate in an international conference calling the scholars of the Islamic world to institutionalize peace, moderation and good wisdom, was banned from travel by the security institutions just before departure. During the past week, a Baha'i from the city of Tabriz by the name of Shabnam Aisa Khani was arrested by the security forces. Shabnam Aisa Khani's house was filmed and searched, and she had all her religious books, personal electronic devices and satellite receivers taken. On Tuesday the 17th of July, 15 Baha'i citizens from the Shiraz province were sentenced to between 1.5 and 3.5 years imprisonment by the Revolutionary Court of Shiraz. On Saturday the 19th of July, 3 Azerbaijani civil activists by the names of Rasul Razavi, Hossein Ali Mohammadi and Taha Kermani were sentenced to a total of 7 years imprisonment in one of the courts in the city of Tabriz on charges of propaganda against the regime and insulting the supreme leader. On Sunday the 13th of July, the intelligence forces entered the house of Rashin Saberi and attempted to inspect and summon her. This was at the same time the arrest of Shabnam Aisa Khani took place. On Friday the 18th of July, Sayyid Bibi Rasuli Zadeh, also known as Morad Khatun, was run over by a police driver in the city of Sarbaz, whilst trying to prevent police from confiscating his nephew's car. As a result of the incident, he passed away on the way to hospital. On Saturday the 19th of July, Sarang Ettehadi, a Baha'i citizen from the city of Tehran who was accused of propaganda against the regime, was transferred to the Evin prison in order to serve his sentence. 7 Sunni converts in the city of Ahvaz were arrested by intelligence forces on charges of establishing the Tarwiyah prayers in the north area of the city of Ahvaz. There is not yet any information available regarding the situation of Mahmoud Jangi, a Kurdish citizen from the city of Urumia who was arrested 50 days ago by intelligence agents. Hossein Saburi, a Sunni activist from the city of Khuzestan, was transferred to an unknown location without any arrest warrant.
In Iran today, citizens are under constant surveillance. Those who do not conform are often persecuted. Even children who dream of one day becoming contributing members of society are not immune. Those whose thoughts and beliefs are different are denied the right to a higher education, their dreams and futures destroyed. If you believe that access to education is a basic human right, bring a voice to the voiceless of Iran. Send a message to your government. Together, let's speak up and safeguard their future.
According to the reports, Fateh Khosravi, a well-known Kurdish photographer and volleyball player from the city of Bukhan, was arrested by the intelligence forces and handed over to the Ministry of Intelligence. According to the reports, 50 people have been hanged in the city of Kerman by the judicial system. Furthermore, a suspect has been sentenced to death by stoning and hanging and a 15 years imprisonment sentence by the Criminal Court of Qa'im Shahr city. This sentence was issued by the head of the judiciary of Qa'im Shahr, with accusations such as adultery between married people, rape, maintenance of alcoholic drinks, usage of satellite equipment, and maintenance of several firearms and cold weapons. On Saturday the 19th of July 2014, Arjang Davoudi, a political prisoner from the Bandar Abbas prison, was sentenced to death by Branch 1 of the Revolutionary Court in the city of Karaj. It is worth mentioning that this elderly prisoner had just completed his first 10 years imprisonment sentence. However, a short while before the end of his 10 years imprisonment, he was sentenced to a further 20 years and 8 months imprisonment by false accusations while he was imprisoned. According to the reports, Ali Akbar Anoraki, the commander of the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, announced that on Tuesday the 17th of July 2014, a group of 8 people were arrested on charges of Satanism. On Monday the 21st of July 2014, the flogging sentence for 5 citizens accused of breaking fast was publicly carried out in the city of Kermanshah. During the past week, 6 male and 4 female suspects, all accused of drug trafficking, were hanged in a central prison of Birjand. On Tuesday, the 22nd of July 2014, Mohammad Reza Ali Payam, also known as Halu, a well-known poet, was sentenced to 15 months and 1 day imprisonment by the Revolutionary Court. Halu was arrested on charges of propaganda against the regime by reading comedy poems in public and sharing them, among others, via internet and text messages. Also, he was charged with insulting the Holy Quran and Imam Zaman, insulting Imam Khomeini and other great leaders, and insulting the President of the Islamic Republic of Iran and the government authorities.
Bahman Ahmadi Amouyi, a journalist prisoner in the Rajai Shah prison who was supposed to go on a permit leave from Saturday the 19th of July, had to return back to the prison due to the cancellation of his leave permission. Although it has been a year since the presidential election of Hassan Rouhani and his election promises for the reopening of the Journalist Association, on Tuesday the 22nd of July, the cultural advisor of President Rouhani announced that the Association of Iranian Journalists event may not occur, despite the fact that the journalist community has the right to have a powerful trading association is recognized by the government of Iran. On Sunday the 19th, Monday the 20th and Tuesday the 21st of July, Sabah Azapaik, a journalist working for Etemad newspaper and the Tejarat Farda journal, was tried by Branch 28 of the Revolutionary Court.
Three years has passed since the youngest son of Malak Muhammad Abadian, called Abdullah Abadian, was taken to the intelligence office and held in the central prison of Zahedan. Despite the fact that he was promised to be released, he still remains in an uncertain situation. Two political prisoners by the names of Hossein Najafi and Hamin Hossein-Zadeh, who have been recently transferred to the central prison of Urumiyeh, known as Darya, are currently being kept between ordinary and dangerous prisoners. After 5 months of being in detention, no decision has yet been made about Rahim Roshi, a Mahabadi citizen. Police in the Kermanshah province have announced about the extensive collection of satellites in the near future.